concept of interjection, and then we are going to discuss the interjection for sorrow. Now first of all, let us understand the meaning of interjection. Interjection are basically the short words which are used to express a sudden reaction or a sudden sense of feeling of the person, maybe because of a sudden action or a sudden event that has taken place at that moment. Now example of interjections are ah, wow, yippee, yay, cheers, alas, beautiful. All these are some of the examples of interjection. Now for a word to become an interjection, it is necessary that that word must be followed by an exclamation mark. Now coming up to the topic, which is interjection for sorrow. Now interjection for sorrow is basically used to express a sense of immense sorrow or immense regret for something. So the definition is that these words are used to represent an immense sense of sorrow or regret. Now example of interjection for sorrow can be, example is ah, oh, alas, out. Regret, or it can also be used to determine the pain. A sense of pain that arises in a person is also indicated by using the interjection for sorrow, and that can be ouch, oh, ah. Alas is used to show some kind of sorrow. Now let us understand these one by one by implementing them in sentences. First let us talk about ah. I say ah, we have lost the match. Now again, we are in pain, we are in sorrow, we are sad because we've lost the match, we have not won the match. So this type of interjection is not used to show happiness, it is used to show sorrow. Another example can be ah, I have hurt my knee. So this is again, whenever you are hurt, then you feel that pain, which means that you are in pain, and when you are in pain, you make use of the interjection that expresses sorrow. Another example can be I lost the tournament. Again, it shows the sorrow, it shows the pain. Similarly, if I make use of the interjection alas, I say for alas, alas is always used to show sorrow. A sorrow can contain pain, but that is a mental pain, emotional pain. Here, it can also be used to represent a physical pain. But alas always represents a mental pain or an emotional pain. It is not used to represent a physical pain. So that's the difference between and alas. So for alas, I will say alas, her father died yesterday. Or we can say alas, we could not win the match. Now both of these you can see are the emotional pain that a person is going through. Her father died yesterday. Again, you are sad, you are in sorrow, and we could not win the match. Again, this is a kind of pain, but it is not physical pain. So we can see that alas is not used to represent a physical pain. It always represents a mental or an emotional pain. Now, in these interjections, we have noticed that a word always ends with an exclamation mark. An exclamation mark is used in order to indicate that the word is an example of interjection, or these are the interjection words. So, for an interjection, it is always important for the sentence to begin with interjection and to have an exclamatory mark. We have talked about ah, we've talked about alas. Next is out. Now talking about the interjection for sorrow, ouch. Now ouch is basically used to represent a physical pain. It is not compulsorily that physical pain is represented by ouch. At times mental pain can also be used for ouch, but in most cases we talk about the physical pain. For example, ouch, I hurt my arm, or ouch, I have been bitten by a bee. Or I can say, ouch, my leg hurts. So in all the three cases, you can see that I am using the interjection ouch in order to indicate the physical pain. I hurt my arm hurts, that is a physical pain, right? I have been bitten by a bee. Whenever a honeybee bites you, it stings, right? Again, physical pain. And oh, my leg hurts. Now this is again. So in all that, no emotional pain is there. It is just that my tissues are paining or my muscles are paining. That's why I'm using the word ouch. So ouch basically represents the physical pain. Another example for interjection for sorrow is, what a pity you could not attempt the exam. Now here pity also shows some kind of sorrow or a pain. So this pity also comes under. And what a pity, this is one interjection. What a pity. Whenever we are using pity as an interjection, what a will always come. So what a pity you could not attempt the exam. So in this video, we discussed about the term interjection, and then we also understood the type of interjection, that was interjection for sorrow. The words that relate to interjection for sorrow basically represent the immense pain that a person is going through, or it can be the immense sorrow that a person suffers. Example of interjection for sorrow can be ah, oh, ouch, what a pity. These all are the examples, and then we implemented each of these examples in our sentences to understand this type of interjection better.